As Kevin introduced me, I'm Paul, and about 2 years ago I became involved with Dundalk Youth Centre as part of my Gashka Award. That's the President's Award for anyone that doesn't know about it. And I would have met Kevin before that from the Cordy Nook, as he was saying, but from all the great experiences that I had in the centre that was then called the Apple Tree, I got the chance to take part in this brilliant project that I've been asked to tell you about today, and it's called the Peer Leaders to Peace. Having begun the project last September, our group have met every Tuesday since then from 7 to 9 p.m. During the productive nights, we learned through discussions and workshops a wide variety regarding peace and conflict resolution. Residential trips away over weekends brought our group together as we got to know our new friends from Three Ways Youth Group in Uri. Eamon, Owen, Franco and Joe, who were leaders from that youth group, were really easy to get along with, and some of their strong opinions made for really engaging discussions. But it wasn't all work. On one of our residentials that I mentioned earlier, we did a nightline, which was where we were all blindfolded and then we had to walk around the mountains while some of the other leaders threw water at us. But it sounds more fun than it actually is. Or it is more fun than it actually sounds. Sorry. Then I found out as well that I was very good at archery on that trip. Not that that's very important. But in another workshop we also talked about conflict and how we all individually deal with it. And I have to admit that it was very interesting seeing how some of the other members of the group felt whether or not it was confronting an issue was maybe like a question of your masculinity, whether you were able to confront an issue head on or not. But well, that was one of the discussions that we had, and it got pretty heated as well. But another benefit of the project was that I suppose that we learned effective communication, whereas at first we were kind of shouting our opinions over each other, that eventually we got better at listening to one another, and we were kind of able to discover new things about each other when we were getting to know what other people thought. It was interesting, as I said, to see different people's opinions on different issues. And what I kind of learned was that different people see issues in completely different ways, and that it's the responsibility of a leader to join them together in a common cause. And in learning the skills of a leader, we look to the greats like Martin Luther King, John Hume and Gandhi, and it helped us to look at what they did in their particular circumstances and how maybe we could be effective leaders, and then how we could examine ourselves as leaders in our schools or our sports clubs or our youth groups. But that was a big part of the project, I think, anyway. And now on Thursday the 21st, we'll be leaving for the Basque region, which straddles the border of France and Spain. And we hope to kind of see a conflict that's similar to what we have in Ireland between North and South. And we'll be visiting Guernica, which is the bombing site, and they have a peace centre there where they've invited back the people who bombed Guernica, and they've learned to forgive them. So it's world renowned, so we hope to learn a lot there as well. And then, of course, we'll be visiting San Sebastian and Bilbao and Bayonne, all the main places in the Basque region. And we'll be meeting with a youth group there. We already have contacts with their leader. And we hope to learn kind of about youth culture and I suppose what makes them tick. But yeah, I suppose that's the main parts of our project. So thanks for your attention.